What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with Week 17, the final week of the NFL 2015 season. Last week, Week 16, went 9-7. This week, there were no Thursday night games. In this video, I want to quickly get through the some of the games, some of the games that the teams are already eliminated. I want to go ahead and quickly get through those picks and get to the picks where the team or teams are still playing for something. Quickly getting into it, Jets play the Bills. The scenario for the Jets is if they win, they're in. I got the Jets in this one. I think the defense has played well. Fitzpatrick has had a good year. He definitely wasn't, for the most part, throughout this year, wasn't the Fitzpatrick that we know back in his days with Buffalo's interception throwing machine. He actually has a good year. Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, that running game has Chris Ivory. They really stepped up. I got the Jets beating the Bills, making the playoffs. Next game, New England Patriots head to Miami to play the Dolphins. Patriots came off, I would say, the issue with the whole coin flip in overtime, them deciding to kick it and them losing. You got a guy like Tom Brady. You want that football. You want him to touch the football, and despite how mediocre for the most part the offense was, I still would rather him have the ball first. A win for the New England Patriots and their home field advantage. A win, they get home field advantage. I got them beating the Dolphins and getting home field advantage, getting that #1 seed. New Orleans Saints, this next game, New Orleans Saints head to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Like I said, quickly go through this one. I got the Atlanta Falcons winning. Next game, Detroit Lions head to Chicago to play the Bears. I actually have the Lions in this one. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles head to New York to play the Giants. Give me the Giants. The next game, I guess both these the last game and this game are both NFC East matchups. The Washington Redskins, who have already won the division and pretty much locked in place. I got the Redskins. They're probably gonna rest their guys, but I'm still gonna pick the Redskins. Next game, the Tennessee Titans head to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Now, I find this a bit weird with the Colts. The Colts still, all they need. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get into that scenario because I think if the Texans lose and the Colts win, I think they're in. I'm not entirely sure if they need more help than that, but I'll check that in just a second. I got the Colts in that game though. Next game, the Baltimore Ravens head to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Bengals last week, they won out and at least got, I believe, one Patriot loss. They had a chance for home field. They still got a chance to get that second seed, but they need a Denver loss, and they of course have to win their game. I got Cincinnati winning this particular game. The next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers head to Cleveland to play the Browns. Now, the Steelers, huge loss last week, man. They went out more than likely. I believe they're in the playoffs, but now they're going to need some help. They're going to need a Jets loss. And, of course, they have to win this game to get into the playoffs. I got the Steelers in this game, though. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars head to Houston to play the Texans. Houston win, they're in. I think they've been kind of a surprise. That division hasn't been that good. So, just it's the same with the NFC East. Looking at the division, you got the team that already won the division at 8-7. Your division didn't play too good. I got Houston winning this game and winning that division. Next game, the Oakland Raiders head to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. It's a big game for the Chiefs. No one's really talking about them, but they've played amazing football. With this winning streak they've been on. A Kansas City Chiefs win and a Denver Broncos loss the Kansas City Chiefs moves up to third place, and they get a home game. Of course, they're already in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter if they win or lose. And since they play around the same time Denver, they're probably going to not rest their guys in hopes that San Diego can possibly beat Denver. And speaking of that game, I do have the Chiefs winning that one. Speaking of that game, the San Diego Chargers head to Denver to play the Broncos. I got the Broncos, man. Chargers just they have to do something this offseason because they have not been good this season. The offense, there was a point, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks straight, they only managed to score, this is not a combined, but like average like 3 points a game, something like that. It's been bad. I got Denver winning this game. I think the defense for Denver is going to make some plays. Issues still with Osweiler, although I thought he made some plays in the last game, especially to help Denver win in overtime. He's going to have to be more consistent if they hope to, potentially play for a title, because they got a championship defense. It's just the offense. They got the weapons offensively, but can they put it all together? Got Denver in this game though. Next game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head to Carolina to play the Panthers. For Carolina, a win by them, and they pretty much lock up home field advantage. I think they're going to win this game. A lot of people, once they lose, they look at everything bad or how they lost. I even heard Tony Dungy say, now you get how to beat this team. All you have to do is protect the quarterback. You could say that about any team, but I'm not going to really dwell on that. I think the Panthers are going to have a bounce back game, get this win, and get home field advantage. Next game, the Seattle Seahawks head to Arizona to play the Cardinals. I have to get into the scenario. I'm going to get into the scenario after I'm done doing these picks, but this is a important game for the Cardinals because they're still playing for home field advantage. I think they'll have to win, and Carolina will have to lose. I got Arizona, and I believe Seattle is playing just in terms of being either 5th or 6th. Between that's going to determine the winner between the Minnesota Packers game. But I do have Arizona winning in this game. The next game, the St. Louis Rams head to San Francisco to play the 49ers. Give me the Rams. Like I said, these are two teams that's already eliminated, so I wasn't going to really talk about it that long. And the Sunday night game, probably out of both teams, this is a matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Both teams are already in the playoffs, but they're essentially playing for a home game. The first game of the playoffs to be a home game. I got the Packers that look terrible. I got the Packers. This is a division game. I think the Packers they're gonna get the W. Like I said, I was gonna look at the scenarios. Okay, Jets win, they're in the playoffs to get the 6th seed. The Jets lost. Steelers win. The Steelers get the 6th seed. A Broncos loss. A Bengals win. The Bengals get the 2nd seed in that first round bye. A Chiefs win. The Broncos lost, and Kansas City gets the 3rd seed by virtue of winning the division. Of course, the Broncos are already in the playoffs. A Texans win, and they win that division. And the Colts, Colts win. The Texans lost. The Colts are in the playoffs. Weird. The fact that the Colts are still within striking distance of really getting into the playoffs. All they need is a Texans loss. A Packers win. They're the 3rd seed by virtue of winning that division. The Vikings win. They're the 3rd seed by virtue of winning the NFC North. Seahawks win. Vikings lost. Seattle gets the 5th seed, and the Vikings get the 6th seed. Vikings win. The Seahawks lost. Vikings get the 3rd seed. Packers get the 5th seed, and Seattle gets the 6th seed. The Vikings win. The Seattle win. The Vikings get the 3rd seed. Packers get the 5th seed, and Seattle gets the 6th. Pretty much the reverse. So Seattle's essentially just playing for either getting the 5th or 6th seed in the playoffs. But like I said, some interesting games. We'll have to see at the end of this week who what teams are seated where, and I will do videos on once the playoffs start. Because of course you got the Saturday night games. I mean the Saturday games, you got the Sunday games. So probably that Friday night, or sometime during Friday, I will pretty much, and I'll be able to talk more in depth about those particular games. But if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.